From our studios at historic Arnold's Park Amusement Park, it's Okoboji Broadcast with Jeff Thee. Welcome to Okoboji Broadcast, everybody. I'm Jeff Thee, coming to you from our studios here at historic Arnold's Park Amusement Park. Paula Randen is here with us today. Paula is the manager of the Okoboji Barn right there along Hiway 71, kind of coming out of Spirit Lake, going into Okoboji, and welcome. Thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you.
I wanted to talk about the barn because, you know, it's such a unique venue in the Iowa Great Lakes. You know, obviously we got lakes everywhere, and so many of our bars and restaurants, resorts, restaurants, you name it, are on the water. This is unique because it is
off the water.
It's a barn. It's a farm. It was not that many years ago. It was a farm.
Yes.
So you've been managing it how many years now, or how long?
I've been managing it since July of last year.
Okay.
I took it on
of 2020. Okay.
Yep. I have my own business in there, running it, and it's been doing well. You know, of course, at first it was kind of a slow start, you know, with the COVID and...
Well, 2020 was a tough time to get into something.
Yes, it was.
But, you know, you persevered and went along with the guidelines set down and really kind of this fall during football season,
right?
You know, really start, you know, that you could spread people out and
right.
Masks and everything and held all that. But it's such a beautiful venue. And I just, for those who've never been in there, you know, you walk in and of course you got the lower level, but then when you go up above, upstairs, too cool.
It is priceless.
Yeah.
You know, and that's one of the things about the Okoboji Barn. You know, it is probably 102 years old, right? You know, now, and there's a lot of the wood in there it's 102 years old, and they just built around it, you know, and built a bar. There's one upstairs, downstairs. Mm-hmm. The upstairs was updated. I did some changes with that to make it so, you know, when the bands would come in there, the brides would come in there with their wedding and stuff.
Right.
I made a stage so that, you know, the band or the wedding party is up, you know, above everyone else.
Yeah, kind of got an area to be and everything,
yes.
and
And so there's, so everything was like cleaned out of it. It's all open. And so that's been a huge improvement. The downstairs, we've got big screen TVs down there. They're 70-inch, if not bigger TVs, you know, in every section of the barn. So there's not a bad seat in the house.
No, there is. I think you found out this fall that it really serves well as not only a restaurant and a local pub and everything, but kind of a sports bar too.
Yes,
I mean, like you said, you got the TVs everywhere, and I mean, you'd have them on the Cyclones, the Hawkeyes,
right.
the Cornhuskers, and whatever, and just a great place to sit. You can be there with friends and separated from others, and just a great place to sit and enjoy.
Right. No. Yeah. That's one thing that was really nice, because having those big TVs downstairs is, you know. You know, everybody likes it, you know, because they have the view of the TV, you know, without having to like see over anybody. So everybody's got a good view.
Yeah.
And then I created a little bar and seating room, what you call it, the hen pen.
Appropriate. It's a barn. You need a hen pen.
Yes, it's a hen pen.
You don't call it the hog barn. I think that's kind of nice.
So it's kind of a nice little cozy area. So like people can go back there and sit if they didn't want to be like in the crowd. And it's really, a lot of people use it. And so it's fun. It's, you know, just one of those things you wanted to do to create, you know, and to keep the funness and make it unique.
Well, and you introduced. We love your burgers. Let me tell you. You started introducing some a bit at a time. Some of the appetizers, and now with the burgers, you got chicken wings and so forth. And great, man. And your burgers.
I know.
Swear to God, they're like that.
Yes, and I just want to give a huge thanks out to Caitlin, my cook, and I. we've been successful at it, and we're going to try to keep on building it. But yeah, she's awesome. I love her, and and we're going to be doing great things, going forward. We work really well as a team. Yeah. With the burgers, and then with the wings. I do 50-cent wings on Wednesdays, so that.
And tell everybody the price of this giant burger with fries.
You're back to the burger.
I'm fixated on this burger. I dream about this.
Yes, I have it as a value of $10. Yeah. So you can have anything on there with like bacon, cheese, your lettuce, tomatoes, just all the toppings. So people have a choice in how they want it. We've got the sautéed onions on there as well, and
if you like those things.
Yes, and
then there's those of us who aren't crazy about onions.
But you know what? The way we do them, it works really well, and you don't have that raw onion. Yeah, right.
But yeah, your chicken wings and your appetizers are fantastic. The fried pickles and chips and cheese balls, which we enjoy. So, it's much more than just a restaurant or pub to go into. You've got such great food to serve with it.
Yep, and then we added on Chislik.
Yeah,
that's been going over really well. So it's just the little things like I'm just starting off small, and then how things go, then it improves. And
well, you've made little changes at a time.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like little changes at a time.
Yeah, and a lot of it with your the decorative things downstairs and the main level and everything, and just it's very homey for a bar. Like how could I say it other than that?
Well, that's what you wanted.
Yeah, exactly. It's comfortable.
You wanted to feel like home, and you wanted to have a place for people to be able to come and just hang out and have a good time.
Yeah.
Just relax, and and one of the things that I find out that's working really well too is I have buckets of beer. So you're bringing the buckets of beer at a special price, and to the table, and they have their cold beer waiting for them.
just waiting for them to go. And you mentioned before with the brides and everything upstairs. Mm-hmm. I would say in the last 15 to 20 years, the number of weddings coming to the Iowa Great Lakes has just grown exponentially. Yes. Every year seems like there's, you see them along the shoreline, you see them at venues, and in fact, just as you were coming here, you were trying to get down here to the studio, you were booking another wedding. Weddings at the barn, they're just going crazy.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
I have a really big season coming up from June all the way to December. We haven't had any winter weddings. Well, we've got like 2 or 3 of them, and I'm excited because I love decorating the barn for Christmas, as you can tell, as you can see. And so that will just make it just a unique and really warming, and just having the glow of light for the brides. Plus, you have the chandelier, which you can't,
right,
which is the off factor,
I grew up on a farm. Our barn didn't have a chandelier in it, up in the hayloft, but and you mentioned like from June through December you're busy, and here's what you offer that other venues around here can't: the fact that if you want to have a ceremony outside, how many acres are you on there?
There's 11.8 acres.
11.8 acres. If you want to have something outside, you certainly can.
Right.
If we get those stormy skies and a little bit of drops coming down, easily move it inside, and you're still in a beautiful venue. Right.
Yeah, because I've had to do that, where we've had their wedding up and running in 15 minutes from being outside inside, and you just work out those things. But we have the venue that we can do that, but they also have the different places that they can sit. They can sit outside the barn and have their wedding on the stage, or they can go up by the farmhouse and have it on the altar. Another thing that we have unique is we have the farmhouse, so that's what I'm trying to get. Yeah. And that's one thing I wanted to make sure the public is like, the farmhouse is there. The farmhouse is used for weddings, but it also can be used for different events. It could be used for any kind of a small gathering, whether it's a baby shower, whether it's a graduation, or like if you just want to have a place to go.
Right.
Because it does have the same effect of being, in a
we've
home.
got 25 to 30 people as opposed to 200 for a wedding.
Right.
Perfect
so they
venue.
Can go there and have their event, and it's got the kitchen. They can, cook food there. They can bring food in, however they want to be. It's a small fraction price for it. It's renting it by the hour.
Are you booked up with wedding? I mean, if people are looking ahead and thinking, we didn't get to have our wedding in 2020. And trying to find a date in 2021. Have you got anything open at this point?
Yes, I have a few dates open for this fall, but they're going quickly because since Minnesota still has their regulations.
Right.
There's been weddings coming on board, because we are kind of like a little bit more free than what they are at this point.
Yeah.
So, so I've been helping them out, with their weddings and working out. But otherwise 2022 and 23 are being being booked. So
well, sure. I mean, people have to look ahead, and there's a bottleneck from last year. So
right.
So find that date, and it doesn't have to be a Saturday. I mean, of course, there's other days of the week too, I understand. So
yeah, and that's one thing, like with the weddings, because it is a big deal, and so I just want to make sure that the brides have the best day that they can have, and just make sure everything is perfect for them, and giving them the best service possible.
That's your special talent. You like to work with those brides or parents of the bride, or whatever it may be in the bridal party. It's their perfect day. You do everything you can to make sure they're perfect.
Yes. And that's even like, and it goes beyond the weddings, because even people that come in, you just want to make sure that they, when they come in the barn, that they have the best experience and they have the best service. And
Well, Paula, I thank you, because we love coming there, and just all the things you've added to it. You've put such a personal touch on it. It's such a great venue for Okoboji, so it's been a treat having you come in and talk about it.
Yes, and I just want to end it, and I just wanted to give a huge thank you to Marty and Susan Benskin for allowing me to help bring a good opportunity. I'm hoping for them and the community. Yeah. Keeping the barn, alive, and having people have a really cool place to hang out and come, and weddings.
Yep.
Because it is a very cool, unique.
It is. There's
building.
nothing else like it in the Iowa Great Lakes, and so we're very fortunate for all the work you're putting into it, and then the people that are working with you, and so thanks for doing such a hard work on it and make it wonderful.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely. Paula Randen's been here with us today, again from the Okoboji Barn, again right there in Highway 70. It's the big white barn with the red roof right there in Highway 71. As you're coming through Spirit Lake and Okoboji, we want to thank Paula for being here with us. We want to thank you for watching us right here on Okoboji Broadcast. Okoboji Broadcast from the studios at historic Arnold's Park Amusement Park is brought to you by the Scott Troutman State Farm Agency in Spirit Lake, Pure Fishing in Spirit Lake, Last Touch Painting and Cleaning, providing interior, exterior, house painting, and professional cleaning services in Spirit Lake. Quest Wealth Management, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, advisor Jan Spielman, AJ Spielman, and Erica Wachholz. Ducky's Marine and Motorsports Repair in Spirit Lake. Bank Midwest, dream big, plan wisely, live well. Lakes Regional Healthcare and Avera Partner. Attorney Bethany Brands at Brands Law Office in Spirit Lake. Ruthven Locker at the lake, where carnivores are welcome on Hill Avenue in Spirit Lake. Beck Engineering in Spirit Lake. Be Radiant Laser Skin Studio in the Okoboji Plaza in Okoboji. The YMCA of the Okobojis is the Bedell Family YMCA, building strong families and strong communities.